I just got another NeoPixel saber in. It's upside down. Let's unbox this thing. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and like I said at the beginning here, I've got a brand new NeoPixel. The fine folks over at Pixsaber reached out and said, hey, we sell NeoPixel lightsabers. We like your channel. You got a cool community of people who watch. Would you like to review one of our sabers? And I took a look at their website. I said, you know what? There's one here that really stands out to me. Here it is, the Ghost Force Fx Pixsaber. I mean, I looked all through their website, but this is the one that I was like, look at that design. Look at that kind of gold, black. Like, that's different. That's not something you see everywhere. Now, if you look at these, just so you know, Pixsaber is like a third-party seller. They are selling sabers that are mass-produced by another company. And so this is just one of them. You might actually find the same design somewhere else, but if you get it through Pixsaber and you use code DANO, there's a little bit of a discount. So instead of $279, you can get this one for $265.05 before shipping and all that. So I think it might even have free shipping, to be honest. But there you go. Use code DANO for a little bit of a discount here, and that's going to be pixsaber.com. But they've got quite a few different things here. They have replicas just like everyone else. You can get them as RGB baselit, so they're more ready to be like dual worthy in play with. You can go harder with that because you don't have to worry about the blade breaking because there's no pixels in the blade. Whereas with a pixel saber, you can still play with it. You can still play fight, clash them, whatever. But you wouldn't want to go full force because there's pixels inside each blade. So, that said, here's just kind of a brief little look at their website. They've got a pretty decent selection. They got a lot of stuff here. Look at this one. Where'd it go? So this is the Pixsaber Force Fx. That's Ghost Force Fx Pixsaber. That's the one I've got. There was one I just saw on screen that I was like, that one looks really cool. Look at this one. So RGB's 215, this Pixel one 335. I like that style. Actually, see, they've got some good designs on here. I actually really like, so if they like this, and this goes well, and they're like, we want to send you another one, I would probably go with that one next. That one looks really cool. But let's get into this one. So the first thing I want to tell you guys about how this arrived. So this arrived a little different. This thing came, not in this box, but it came kind of wrapped up in like a taped up plastic bag. It was a little weird. Honestly, the wrapping job on this was like a taped up poly bag with like packing stuffing all around it, and it was kind of weird to open. I didn't know what it was when it first came. I was like, is that the saber? What is that? So right off the bat, the packaging was like, okay, all right, it's a little different, whatever. Get it out from there, and it's got collection saber on it. May the force be with you. Kind of a generic box. Again, like I said, this is a third-party seller. So I do want to show you guys what's on the inside, so take a look with me. Okay, so here we go. It is bubble wrapped. That's nice. It's got some foam inserts in here. We've got a blade plug, of course. We've got our cable with the Allen wrench and some tension screws on there. And, of course, we have our blade, our pixel blade. Oh, and I like how the foam is. It kind of protects it under the foam. And, yeah, we've got our blade. Boop. It is a pixel blade, as you can see there. And let's take a look at this thing. Oh, boy. Okay, the bottom. This is the bottom. One-hand it. We're going to one-hand it. We're going to one-hand it. What do we got here? What? Okay. Oh, okay, so it looks like it did in the picture. Good. That's something I always wonder about with some of the third-party companies. Like, is it going to look exactly like it looked in the picture? And I will say this is living up to what the photos showed. Okay, it's got a good texture on it. I like the little grooves. Like, all those black areas right here, you can feel them. They're all grooves. It's not painted. It's not a sticker. Those are grooves you can feel in the actual saber itself. It's got 2 buttons. Oh, that was quick. Okay. It looks like it's already got some charge in there. There's a little NeoPixel connection. So you could use this as an RGB if you have an RGB blade. Oh, different fonts.
Prepare a boarding party. Anakin, newbie, Dark Sith,
Cal Kestis.
Okay, quite a few fonts.
Tell me, is this training?
I am told it is the
Star Killer.
General Kenobi.
Wow.
Leia.
Prepare a boarding
Okay, I didn't even count how many fonts that is, but it's quite a few. Again, we got a blade plug. We've got everything. Let's get this guy hooked up. Now, I did forget to show you the blade does have a plastic wrapping on it, so I may have a little bit left. Did I get it all? I didn't get it on camera, but I did unwrap the whole blade, so it had a nice little layer of plastic on it. I've already put 3 of the tension screws in on this thing. And let's see here. What else we got? I want to show you the USB. This one is USB-C. Here we go. You can kind of take a look there. USB-C plug is what this thing uses. I've got some of the tension screws already in there. This one uses 3 tension screws on one side. If I flip to the other sides, it doesn't have slots for them. So you kind of got to use all 3, 2 lower down and 1 kind of up towards the top. And once you get those in with your Allen wrench, you're all set. I'm going to show you the blade plug up close real quick too, because it's not bad either. It's a fairly simple blade plug. Oh, it's kind of unscrewed. Oh, there it goes. And it's got some of that plastic wrap on it, which I can just take off, similar to what was on the blade. There's nothing in the bottom of this. It's not a NeoPixel blade plug. It's just a regular blade plug. So if I were to even just drop that in, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. There you go. It does light up through. Can I change the color, though? That's the real question. There we go. I can turn it blue. I can turn it green. So the changing the color is fairly simple on this thing. You just hold the bottom thing down. Well, you're pointing it down. You just hold the bottom one down and twist. And it changes the color. So now it's like a purple. There's like a yellow. There's like a red. There's a blue. So that's just what it looks like. I do like that, actually. I think that's really cool. I like that it shows through the side as well as the front. Okay, you know what? I gotta say, I'm decently pleased with this already. I like what it's doing. I'm a simple man. I'm just trying to make his way through the galaxy, right? Assembly should be really easy on this thing. I've got the 3 screws in there already. Let me just loosen them to make sure this thing is pushed down as far down as possible. And again, 3 screws on this one. Just push it down, and then I'm gonna tighten them. Just to make sure we're all tightened and we're all straight here. Everything's good. And it should just work. I didn't fully charge it, so I don't know how it's going to behave. Sometimes with these... Oh, my dogs are mad. Sometimes with these, if you don't fully charge them, they don't behave properly. So if you're getting it right out of the box, and you're like, uh-oh, it's acting wonky, don't think it's broken. What you should do first is fully charge it. Sometimes they work weird, or like they won't connect properly if they're not fully charged right off the bat. So hook it up to your USB plug, leave it there for an hour or 2, whatever. I forget exactly how long this one is. Generally, I leave it for like an hour or 2, literally, and then I'll come back and be like, all right, we're good, and it plays for a few hours. This is, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. You can unscrew the bottom. This is one large piece that comes undone. There's a look at the battery. Now, you don't need to remove the battery because it does have the USB, the little rechargeable port right there. So you just hook up the USB-C right there. Anything else missing? A speaker at the bottom. Everything looks good. It does have adjustable volume. So I'm going to screw this back on. There's the volume. I can get loud. It's as loud as it gets, or I can go quiet. See? Very quiet. So it's silent. I like when they do that. This is a new feature with the 2 buttons. A lot of the 2-button sabers, these NeoPixel ones, they use similar boards, and this one seems similar to others I've reviewed. I don't want to go full loudness. 3, 4, 5. So if I hit it 5 times, it's quiet, and if I hit it 5 times up, it's as loud as possible. I'm going to go in the middle. Let's go 3 down. And then hit both at once. That locks in my volume. So now when I ignite... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is bright. That is very bright. Okay, let's change that color. Ooh, hold the button and hold it down all the way. There we go. Now twist. Purple. Oh, like a lighter bluer purple. Yellow, very yellow. Wow, look at my face. Okay, we got a red. So that's a clean blue. I like that blue a lot. We're down to like a green yellow. Okay, it's a little bit green yellow. This one's straight up green. Very nice color. White. All right. And then we're back to a light blue. And then purple. And then like a purple blue. And then back to yellow. Okay, so it cycles through all the colors. I believe that's 12 colors total. Someone count me, tell me if I'm wrong there. Now I can just... Oh, here's some of the features. There's a lockup feature, of course. There's blaster deflection, which happens at different points on the blade. It flashes white on different points of the blade. I like that. Pretty common. Ooh, there's it's only flashing right here in the center. Oh, you guys, oh, weird. That's interesting. The way the camera catches it is not how it looks in real life. In real life, it's constantly flashing really fast. What it showed you was it blanking out once, twice. It does not do that in real life. That's an optical effect between the camera's frame rate and the rate at which this thing flashes. It actually looks way cooler in person than it got caught there. Let me see if I can show you both at once so you can see what it looks like on this camera on my phone. Okay, let's do it again. I can do that one-handed. I just hold the... There's lockup. It looks more like lockup. So I hold the secondary button, and I just thrust forward. Boom, and it does it. Okay. Oh, it does it on this camera, too. How funny. That is not what it looks like in real life. Like, you can see the flashing. Oh, you still can't even really see the flashing. How funny. Okay, that's a weird optical illusion. In real life, it looks way better. How strange. Now, if I hold this thing up, and I hold that secondary button, and I twist while it's pointing up, it does a force effect. So it basically lights up in the middle white, and then it travels up and travels down. You can kind of see how it's traveling down. Again, looks way better in person. How funny that the frame rate on the camera is messing with it that much. And then I can just de-ignite it. Now, well, it's not powered on, or it's not ignited. Hitting the top button just ignites it. But if I hold the top button for 2 seconds, 1, 2, it makes that noise, and I believe that changes the ignition. So now we're onto a different ignition. Okay. I believe this has 9 different ignitions. So this is going to be number 3, technically. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, fair enough. Let's do number 4. Slow ignite. Slow ignite, okay. Not bad. How about number 5? Okay, oh, it's bouncing. It's doing this bouncing all over kind of thing. And then it lights up. Alright, a little different, a little different. Let's turn you off. What is this, number 6? Okay, it all drops in, drops in, drops in. And so it did that in kind of a purple color. Let's see that again. It does it in like a purple color. It's like purplish. This ignition is going to do that no matter what color I have the saber. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to change the color, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's change the color. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's go blue. Complete different color, blue, right? Turn off. And we're going to hit that same ignition. It's purple again, but it's still going to light up blue. Kind of funny how that works. All right. Turn you off. What's this, number 7, I think? Yeah, I lost count. Oh, the alarm one. It goes red and then white, 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 white. Red, red, red. Then it goes all blue. All right. A little different. What's next? Okay, now we're back to the default. Right? We're just back to the default. Now, one of the other sabers I reviewed recently is like a budget saber. Every time it would de-ignite or you turn it off, it would do either from the middle out, or it would do from the bottom up, or it would do from the top down, which is normal. Top down is normal. This one seems to consistently be doing top down, so you don't have to worry about with this saber. This saber will always do from the top down, which is a natural way to turn off. And I like that, instead of random. Yeah, every time it's consistent. Now let's change the font altogether. When it's off, you just hit the little secondary button. Ahsoka. And again, these are all customizable. So this is just the sound for Ahsoka. Listen to that smooth swing. Very responsive. Okay, now I do want to test it as loud as possible. I hear if it gets crackly or not.
Anakin.
Oh, we're changing to Anakin, I guess. It's loud. It does have a flash on clash. Let's do the force effect. There's the force effect. We have a stab, which is going to be that center wall melt kind of thing, whatever. There should be a tip drag, too. I think. Oh, that's lockup. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I changed the color on accident. That's why. I was like, what happened? I changed it to yellow. It does have a tip drag. So, you hit the primary button, the one that turns it off. While it's pointing down, you hold it and you smack the saber, like clash the saber, and just the tip lights up white. So, it'd be like, yeah. You can kind of see how it's white right there. It's glowing white. On your end, it looks like a slow pulse. But on my end, it's like a very fast strobe. So fast the camera can't keep up with it. Guys, I like this saber. This is a decent saber. It's got good features. Price isn't bad, but what I really like is that look. It's unique. That's different. One of the cons that I'm going to tell you on this, it doesn't have a way to attach it to your belt. There's no D-ring. There's no cover tech wheel. I would really like something like that. But overall, this is a unique saber. It's different. It's not, you know me, I don't really go for the replicas normally. So when Pixsaber reached out and said, hey, we want to send you a saber, I went for something that looked totally different. I like the style of this. I like the gold. I like the way, woo, that's loud. Okay, let's try something else. Let's do a different font real quick. Let's say I like the way it lights up in the center, but I'm going to turn it down. That's a nice feature. And it's still on, but it's quieter. Perfect for a review. That way I don't have to shout over it. Kenobi. Kenobi. Okay. Does it retain the colored green that I had, or does it have its own locked in? It's got its own locked in, but I can change that. That's the thing. It might be Darth Maul style sounds. You hear the smooth swing? But I can change that color if I'm like, you know what? I want a different color. I like those sounds, but I want white. Cool, I can do it in white. Or I can do it in light blue. Or I can do it in this purple color. Yeah. Let's do a different font. Dooku. Okay, red. Nice. And it's just using the same ignition that I have it set to, which is a basic one, which I like. I prefer that, honestly. The other ones are cool, but I kind of prefer basic sometimes. All right, let's do another font. Dark Sith Red. Oh, I like that sound. Okay, let's just zoom through these real quick. Emperor. Oh, that's blue. Good crunch. All right. Who else we got? Cal Kestis, what do you got for me? Ooh, I like that dark blue. And again, slightly different sounds. I love these things so much. These things are fun. Yoda. Green, of course. Alright. Now, speaking of Yoda, I heard there's a legacy version. If you hit both buttons while it's on, it turns Clash on and off, which I leave it on. But I heard there's a certain legacy version of that character coming soon, allegedly. Let's see what else we got. Ben. Right. Ooh, crackly. Listen to that. I like that sound. Okay. All right. Anything cool? What else we got?
Tell me, is this training?
My training? No.
My training?
Always training. The universe is.
Okay. Okay. Blue. It's like an Anakin. And again, it lights up through the chamber, which is such a cool touch. I love when sabers do that.
The dark saber.
Dark saber. Okay, white. Listen. That sounds good. That sounds like the dark saber. I like that sound.
Star Killer.
Star Killer. Like a purplish. Okay. Kenobi. Ooh. Okay. Does this have the pod racer? Does it have pod racer on it? Is what I'm wondering. The butcher. Okay. Turn that off. Leia. Kind of a high-pitched swing. Okay. Turn that off. Boarding party. And I think we're back to where we were. Ahsoka. Yep. We are back to where we were. Anakin. This one's green for some reason. Maybe I left it as green. Yep. And we're back. Change it to purple. Okay. So we are back full circle. What does the secondary button do if I hold that for 2 seconds? 1, 2. Ooh, blade effects. Totally forgot about blade effects. Unstable. So this one's kind of like a strobe effect. Okay. What is this one? 1, 2. Pulse. I like that it tells you. It's kind of like a glow, glow, glow. Okay. What's next? Ghost. I like the ghost feature. So this came up in a saber I recently reviewed, this ghost feature. I do like that quite a bit. So you can really see it do the blade effect. It lights up in different parts as the blaster deflect, but it doesn't do anything until I move. It's no color until I move. that ghost effect that's actually perfect for this, because this is the Ghost Force Saber. I like that ghost a lot. That is really cool. Guys, this is a pretty sweet saber. What else we got here?
Boss.
Okay, Jamaican colors. The red, yellow, and green. Right down the beach. Alright, what else we got? 1, 2.
Infinity.
What is it? Infinity? Okay, so this is probably rainbow? Or no, this is going to constantly change colors. Okay, so this one kind of pulses into the color. It goes pop, pop, pop. Oh, this is going red and white. This is just doing red and white over and over. That's interesting. It's not changing all the colors. Can I change... Okay, I don't know what color it's supposed to be set at, but it's just doing red to white pulses. That's different. What else we got? Oh, this is like a green pulsing up and down. Let's change the color. It's like a white, white, blue, 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 purple. This one's like purple. You can see it pulsing against my face there. It's going up and it's going down. Okay.
Rainbow.
I don't know what the... Oh, rainbow. Rainbow. Okay, you can see it there on my face going rainbow. 1, 2.
Fire.
Fire. This is the fire effect. Let's make it red. Red. Kind of a fire effect. Again, the camera's not doing it justice on this one, but I like it. It looks good in person. Who's next?
Stable.
Stable. This is normal. So it's got quite a few features on this thing. Okay, like, I like that we've reached a point where you can get a Neo Saber or Neo Pixel Saber for under $300. This thing. They're unique and different looking, and you get a decent amount of fonts. This isn't the highest end. This isn't the $800, you know, top of the line kind of thing, but this is a decent, like, midway point for Pixel Sabers. I think this does a lot more than Legacy Sabers do. It's cool that we're seeing the world of sabers do this. I recently went through and collected all of my lightsabers, every single one, for a big video that I'm working on. And we're talking original plastic sabers from like 12 years ago, some longer, into where we're at today, and just going through and reliving and looking at all those features of what they had to where we're at today and what you're able to purchase. It's been such a crazy evolution on these things. Guys, I'm really stoked on this saber. Big thanks to Pixsaber for sending this out. Big thanks to you for watching this video, leaving a thumbs up. Remember, use code Dano over at Pixsaber.com if you want to get a discount on anything they've got on there. That discount code will work on. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, don't be a moof milker. Be the spark.